quite interested in short stories, and I think that short stories are just wonderful. And in terms of an audience, bringing an audience in to listen to writing and hear the fantastic stories, it's much easier to if you're presenting short stories rather than novel extracts. And so I came up with this idea of fresh fiction to really elevate the short story, because it's quite a difficult form in which to write, but it's so satisfying. And in terms of the audience listening, then I think if you can curate a show of really interesting stories, some sort of maybe a little bit frightening, some sort of challenging, some beautiful stories, with beautiful language, lots of different types of storytellers, then you can create this, a fantastic show. So we started off in South Petherton, September 2022. Years get all confused, don't they? Since the pandemic. But I was working with the David Hall, so they did a fantastic collaboration with us. Really, it was a new venture for them because obviously they're known as a folk, a fantastic music venue. But I could see the potential for spoken word there, and so I thought, well, I'll just start. So we put out. Well, I think the first one was New Blood and Beginnings, because we always theme our story night. So it was New Blood and Beginnings, and for Halloween we did one which was Lifting the Veil. So basically we put a submission call out and we harvest the stories in, and then there's a team of us, myself, Jo and Helen, in South Petherton, and we choose between us which stories we want to put together into a show. And what's been wonderful really is seeing giving a platform for local writers to read out their stories and obviously give them opportunity really to write new material. But there's certain people like Stuart actually, and there's nothing like it when you're actually reading your work to an audience and you can feel the audience kind of really with you, and you think you've written something but you've got an audience there who can really appreciate it. And other times you think, oh well, it didn't go quite so well, they're not quite so engaged, and that just gives you a lot of information as a writer as to how you can improve your work.
And I guess a story can come,
we're always very mindful of choosing stories that will work well read out. Really strong, if you've got a strong character and you carry empathy in a story, then those are the things that an audience really loves.
Yeah. And this is all part of Fresh Fiction, and they can sort of get him on board with this, because I guess this isn't going to stop at the Ilminster Literary Festival. You're going to continue holding events and encouraging writers to write short stories.
Yeah, so my website is novelnights.co.uk, and that's where all the information is about Fresh Fiction. But all the tickets for that are also on the David Hall, because as I said, it's a collaboration with the David Hall, who've been tremendously supportive of us actually.
It's Grace Palmer, lovely lady, who runs the Fresh Fiction literary events at the David Hall in South Petherton. My thanks to her for coming to the studio, having a chat.